Action.
Hello.
Hey, YouTube.
Welcome to another edition of
Coffee with the Masons.
We don't have coffee.
I don't even have water.
Water's over there.
What happened?
It's
see
over
it.
there.
Yeah, why don't the cattle bring it to me?
It's almost 9 o'clock, after 9 o'clock while we're filming this.
I think I'll be alright till after the video.
And...
Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I've started writing again. It's kind of scary, but I just jot down what's in my mind when I feel like jotting down what's in my mind, and it's probably gonna look like a bunch of cars in a NASCAR wreck, but when I get it all sorted out, I think I'm gonna end up finishing the book.
So, do you want to talk about what precipitated that, as far as...
We are doing marriage counseling as a team, and I'm also doing individual counseling to finally try and start repairing 45 years worth of broken man. So, yeah, I think
that was a big step forward for you.
I think I actually turned 5 this past week.
That was a big step forward.
Yeah, it actually felt good too. I was a little nervous, wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but once I started talking to the guy and I started unloading on him, I started feeling better.
You've been acting like a man who feels better.
I feel a lot better.
All right.
But yeah.
So that's where we're at there. I was in a Reddit subforum, and the question came up something along the lines of any tips for surviving or dealing with inflation.
And before we go any further, we're not just talking about inflation per se. That's the start of it, but I don't know what year it was, but Google Greece and when their economy collapsed and what prices were during hyperinflation in the country of Greece. And you get an idea of what we're talking about when we mention the word hyperinflation. And it is very real.
I lived through the 70s and remember most of it. You were born in, what, 71?
Mm-hmm.
70?
Mm-hmm.
71.
71.
Okay.
Yes.
So... this is how we actually live our life. To save money, we've incorporated so much into our lives as far as lifestyle goes, we don't think twice about it. Some other people may not live like us, but if you want to survive hard times financially, we got down to 88 cents in the bank one time.
Mm-hmm. You
get used to living a certain way, and then why inflate your lifestyle just because your pay is better? We have anywhere from $300 to $700 disposable income a month that we channel back into our home or extra house payments or debt, or this is how we live on one income. Mm-hmm. We cook at home.
Yes, we do. A lot.
We take coffee, bottled water, snacks, you name it. When we leave the house, we hardly... Now, you buy occasional drinks at work.
Occasional, yeah, but it's usually just the water, just for a bottle so I can fill it back up with water. But that's only if I forget to take my bottle with me. So, yeah. Not only do we cook our own meals, we also make enough for 2 or 3 days at a time.
Yeah, that was another one. Plus, we make his meals for work.
Yeah, that was on my list.
I've been gradually simplifying our diet, and we've been skipping meat like 2 days a week. Mm-hmm. Either eggs or what else do we eat?
Beans. A lot of beans, eggs. We do meatloaf, hamburgers, chicken.
I'm talking about the meals
peas.
that I skip.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I skip meat 2 days a week, and part of that's just for simpler, less processed lifestyle. Fast food to us is popping up that bowl of beans in the microwave with cheese and salsa and maybe some crunched up taco things on top. And that's our fast food. Mm-hmm. It takes 2 minutes. I love oatmeal. It takes 2 minutes in the microwave.
Yeah. And once every now and again, if we're out doing like yard sale and thrift and whatever, and I take my medicine and we don't make me something to eat before I leave, I'll buy a biscuit somewhere. But
that's because you weren't thinking that day.
I was going thrifting and yard selling with my beloved spouse.
Yeah, we've been eating a lot of eggs. Our chickens are, oh my gosh.
It was a date.
They're putting out, what do you say, maybe 2 dozen a day?
I'd probably say a dozen and a half to 2 dozen a day.
Sometimes more,
Yeah.
sometimes less.
Yeah.
So we're eating a lot of eggs right now.
Uh-huh.
I make a batch of boiled eggs a couple days, about once every 2 or 3 weeks, and you know that's super easy. Grab some eggs, mix them up in mayonnaise. You're ready to go.
Now, when she says batch of boiled eggs, she means like 2 dozen.
Yeah.
So we can eat egg salad. I can take egg salad sandwiches all week to work.
If the husband is grilling, he'll make enough hamburgers for a few days. That way you're only using the gas and the propane one time to make 3 meals, or if you're using charcoal, that one bag of charcoal will cook enough meat for 2 or 3 days.
And I'll only use one side of the burners when I'm using my gas grill to keep propane down. I'll cook in direct heat.
And I don't buy cat or dog treats. They eat eggs.
Yeah, they get a cut of everything we eat.
I would say that 90% of our clothing comes from thrift stores or yard sales.
Unless it's a birthday or Easter or Christmas Eve type thing.
Once you find a honey hole of a thrift store, you can get most of your goods for your home secondhand at a fraction of the cost. Books, appliances, antiques, clothing, linens, toys. I've done Christmas shopping. You can buy new stuff there. The recipient doesn't know. Another thing we do to save money, we do our own taxes. We do our own yard work. You do most home repairs, most car repairs. And when we get stuck, there's a YouTube video for everything. That's your tip of the day.
And I'm getting ready to purchase a portable sawmill so I can start cutting my own lumber too.
Yeah.
And here's one. Stay away from vending machines if you're working. Stay away from those. Use Walmart cards for gas if you have a Walmart in your area. You get 3 cents off the gallon. So every little
That's
bit
a good way to
helps.
control your budget too.
Downgrade your vehicle if you don't need a brand new vehicle with a warranty on it. Get something you can pay for. Something that if you maintain it, you do maintenance on it regularly, it'll last.
We've gotten seeds from our pantry. Like you can plant dry corn, you can plant beans. I've done that last year. You can propagate plants, whereas you just take a cutting, you dip it in some root accelerator, stick it in a pot the right time of year, and you can grow more trees, more bushes for free that way. Talk about the time I mended your shoes.
Oh yeah. I had steel toe shoes, and I do so much walking to work where the heel is, the foam will start coming out, and makes it a little bit rough on me. So she got some duct tape and taped them and gave me about another 5-6 months out of it.
I want to say we got 6 months out of a pair of shoes with duct tape. I was yep.
Yeah, and when you're changing your oil, spark plugs, all that, you don't have to get the name brand. You don't need Champion or any of that. You can get True Tech, Value Tech, whatever it is at Walmart. Works just as good. The same companies make it. You just pay them for the name.
I know prepaid phone services are a better way to control costs. We don't have prepaid, but we've flirted with the idea several times.
We've got all the kids on ours too, though. So
we rarely pay for entertainment. The only thing we pay for is
we do Hulu.
Hulu, like
$5.99 a month, 2 or 3 months at a time.
2 or 3 months a year.
We'll do we do the History Channel, but we watch through a TV service of a friend of mine. We watch a lot of YouTube, and during football season, I've got to have CBS All Access so I can watch my Bulldogs.
And you can get free channels with Roku.
Yeah, look for if you've never had it, Netflix, HBO, all that. They'll give you a free 30 days, and then you can cancel it anytime, and they will not charge you for it if it's been your first time subscribing for it. So we do that.
You can get cleaners and add water to them. This isn't my original idea, but you can add water to them to stretch them.
Dollar Tree is awesome.
I get a lot of oatmeal and Mylar bags for $1 from the Dollar Tree. That's one of my more recent preps. In the summertime, we leave our hot water on the vacation setting, and it's warm enough, especially on a hot, humid day. It's plenty warm enough to take a shower.
The only time I'll cut the hot water heater on using the propane is if I've got to wash the dishes.
99% of the year, I wash dishes by hand, and I hang up the laundry to dry.
Yeah.
We save a lot of money doing that.
Yep.
Our last electric bill was
$68 and a little bit of change. $68.12, I believe.
We use zone heat and cooling. We close off rooms if we're not in them.
We unplug everything. Or
Google phantom load.
If we have it on a power strip, we cut the power strip off before we go to bed.
Yeah, there's just no sense. I mean, I even unplugged the stove.
Yeah, we do. We'd unplug the fridge if we didn't need it.
We have a Mitsubishi heating AC split unit that Dad gave us.
If you go to the doctor's office, you'll see them everywhere in doctor's offices. You walk into an office, you'll see a thing about 3 foot long, about a foot wide, hanging up on the wall. You see little air vents on it.
Super quiet.
It's outside. It's not central. It runs off of 110. Same thing your lamp runs off of when you plug your lamp in. And
if it's like 100 degrees outside, we might sleep in the living room. But that's our choice.
And we use the wood stove a lot in the wintertime.
Yeah. Let's see. In the past, we have let friends and family told them to check with us before they threw things away.
I got a free minivan that way.
Yeah.
And it's paid for itself in 20 minutes.
And there's been a lot of stuff that if we can't use it, we'll donate it to our local thrift store that supports a domestic violence shelter. I buy a lot of stuff on clearance, especially gifts. And I'll buy like Christmas shirts. I'll buy the next size up for the grandkids. Things like that can save you money. We reuse a lot of tin foil, Cool Whip containers,
sandwich bags,
bread bags, sandwich bags. Why buy them? Or if you buy them, you buy a whole lot less if you don't care to reuse something.
We refurbish and repurpose wood and build other things out of it. We had a shelving system in our entertainment center. I built the kid's bed first, took it apart, then I built her a shelf. And it's been 3 different things now, the same wood.
Yeah. Last year I made a strawberry bread for free. I took, I just kind of did one of those lasagna things or the hugel culture. I got the cat litter, then I layered cardboard. We had free horse poop that year, and then put mulch on top and just let it sit for 6 months. And then I transplanted some strawberry plants from an overgrown bed, lined it with rocks. Whenever I find a rock, I add it to the thing, and that's how I got a whole free strawberry bed. I've had him cut my hair. I
cut my own hair.
He cuts his own hair. We grow some of the food for our chickens, not a substantial amount, really. And
what do you got?
we probably by harvesting weeds or scraps, about 5 to 10% of their food. About 20% of the dog food comes from eggs. Yeah.
Oh, they love it too.
They do.
Sometimes we have hit the dumpster at Aldi at the right time to get leafy greens and salad mix and stuff like that for the geese and the chickens. They love it.
Absolutely.
And then a lot of the stuff we find, even if we can't consume it, we'll give it to the chickens and they'll plow through it.
We prefer paper bills to track utility expenses. AT&T is notorious about hidden fees. I have to open up that bill once in a while and just rake it over the coals and see where the hidden fees are. You can call and cancel something. They'll add it back in a few months later. You can also call your utilities every 6 to 12 months and ask, how can I save money? Have them look at the bill. How can I save money? We prefer Geico for car insurance. We have 4 vehicles insured. And how much does it cost us? About $109 a month.
$109 a month.
We have lower deductibles. We have higher deductibles. We've dropped things like towing. We've dropped things like roadside assistance. There's a lot on the app that you can go through and just deduct stuff. Our truck's a farm truck that hardly ever leaves the property.
It's like what, $22 a month for the truck?
Yeah. So
if you don't need it, don't buy it. But remember these words: estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores. Estate sales, yard sales, thrift stores. Pennies on the dollar. You get some good stuff. You can even buy toys. You don't just have to stick with something that you're going to need to survive. You can buy a few toys if you hit these places up on a regular basis.
Date day for us could be yard sales.
It's actually been going to pay the water bill. We've made a date day out of it.
We just anytime we get in the car and we're spending some quality time together, that's good enough for us. Date night could be the $2 Aldi pizza, extra spices, veggies, cheese,
Mm-hmm.
and a YouTube video. America's Got Talent.
Oh, good. No, don't ever watch that while you're eating. If you are a little
It's a good
emotional,
cry.
you're going to be all stuffy. It's for some reason we've been watching these things lately, making us cry, and we're doing it on purpose. We're sitting in here in the same room, crying and laughing at each other because we're crying.
Honestly, it's great therapy.
It's hilarious. It is.
But, we do have budget meetings. This is the last one for me. We have budget meetings every payday.
But sometimes every week, if we're deciding to make a purchase, we'll sit down and look at it together. But she normally handles the finances, and I trust her 100%. I don't have to go back and look and see where she's spending the money.
But you had a flat tire the other day, so and it's become a priority to get more tires and those kind of things. We sit there and do we buy 2 tires this paycheck and 2 tires the next paycheck?
Yeah, make sure you do put up a little bit every pay period for just in case stuff.
I'm not good about doing that.
Yeah. But now with the flat tire happening just yesterday, now she sees why I want to be adamant about that.
I never disagree with you.
But at least now she's seen an example of it, so now she's going to be more hyper vigilant when it comes to that.
Do you have any other tips?
I was just looking. Go when you're riding around looking for gas, like you're going back and forth to work. Look for cheap gas. Because some states, if you work in another state like I do, some states are cheaper. It's cheaper to get gas in the next state over for me than it is in my state. So you got to look around. If you want to carpool with someone, make sure it's someone you trust. I choose not to because I had a bad experience with carpooling. My wife has taught me you don't have to ride around with the air conditioner on. Once you get the car cooled down a little bit, roll the windows down, cut the air conditioner off. If you're sitting in traffic, stuck in traffic, cut the car off. So just things like that.
You can save 30% of the gas.
And Publix pharmacy if you're on medication.
You can save 30% of your gas. Make it last 30% longer just by driving the speed limit, cruising to a stop. Like just take your foot off the gas, roll to a stop, take your time when you're going places, and turn the air conditioning off. You can make your gas last 30% longer. And Publix pharmacy, that's a really good one. Super cheap to free.
Yeah.
We have all our stuff called in there.
I've only got one more.
Okay.
No credit cards. None.
We have one.
We have one, and we use it to purchase prepping stuff most of the time, but every now and then I'll get something like a metal detector or something small like that. Metal detector. I'm gonna review that maybe tomorrow.
Me too. All right.
But that's pay attention to what you're spending. Pay attention to prices. If you like to build things, you notice that building prices have gone up. Building materials has gone up. 60%, 75% in the last year and a half, and everything will go up like that. Everything. Milk. I used to get milk for $2 a gallon at the Walmart. Now it's $2.90 a gallon. That's just 1 year's worth of inflation. If it gets to the point to where hyperinflation hits, you need to Google Greece whenever their economy collapsed, and
or Venezuela.
I want to say like a small thing of suntan lotion was something like the equivalent of $3,000 that what we would have paid for it, and it's ridiculous. So be careful. Pay attention to what you're spending. Read your bills. Pay attention to what they're charging you. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Don't need name brand. You can wear stuff that somebody else has worn, except for underwear and socks. Do never buy underwear and socks from a yard sale or a thrift store.
I've bought shoes used.
Shoes you can do, but underwear and socks, no. No. It's a big no. You can risk it if you want to, but don't.
I've gone to Walmart and paid $12 for pajamas, and then gone to the thrift store and bought like 10 pajama bottoms for $1 each.
I bought a coffee mug the other day from a yard sale that I've seen similar coffee cups at Walmart and at college memorabilia stores for $25 to $30. Paid $0.25 for it. A quarter. So you gotta look around.
He's got a semi-college themed man room, and almost everything we've bought in there, bought at yard sales or thrift stores.
Everything. Yeah. With the exception of one of the hats I got at Walmart.
Yeah. So that's how to make your money stretch. That's how we make our money stretch.
We're not trying to scare anybody. We're just trying to tell you what we know and what we do to fight it. Take the advice. Don't take the advice. It does work for us. Might not work for you, but if anything that we say is helpful and you use it and it works, then I'm glad. So, but like we do at the end of every video, we like to finish with the Word of God, and this is from the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1, verse number 13, and this is Paul talking. It says, "Hold fast the form of sound words which thou hast heard of me, in faith and love which is in Christ Jesus."
So thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll try and maybe put out another video tomorrow. You never know.
Share, subscribe, comment. Comment.
We got baby geese in our master bathroom. They gotta go.
I'm working on. I'll have them a new brooder built in the garage tomorrow, so they're gonna have some space to at least do some sprints. So.
Yep. So y'all take care.
Love you guys.
And we'll talk to you soon.
And
Bye.
have a wonderful weekend.
Oh, hit the stop. Oh shoot.